I got what I deserve. I got exactly what I deserve by doing that. Yeah. So I didn't go through that stuff ever again.
Okay. Well, I have one for both parents. For my mom, I found her massager, if you want to call it. But when I found it, I was a little child, like maybe 6 or 7, maybe 8, somewhere around there. So I didn't know what it was. So it wasn't until years later, because I have a very great long-term memory. I can remember everything in detail. So once I found out what those were,
Started playing back.
yes, and I was like, oh my God.
Like Usual Suspects, you know what I'm saying? Started going back. Did you drop the coffee mug?
No, I didn't do anything drastic, but it was just like the thought, oh my gosh, I found my mother's massager.
We would call it a massager because, our mom's good Christian ladies,
And this one, I wasn't a child, but my father, with the job that he had, he used to travel all the time, and he would leave me his house and his car. So
I already know.
I'm nosy. So this one day, I think it was probably one of the first times I stayed over there as a young adult, and I was going through drawers. Shouldn't have been. That should have been my business.
Oh, God.
And I found some gold packs. And I was like, oh, Lord, I didn't need to know that much information about my father.
Well, at least he had the gold packs. You know what I'm saying? Dad out here misrepresenting the family.
I didn't need to know that.
That was way back in the day, though, because gold packs now could be like the honey packs.
Oh, no. It was, this was back in the day. So honey packs wasn't around back then.
Damn, man, technology, man, is really helpful. What did they have back in the day when our parents, like, it didn't work, it just didn't work, huh?
Well,
oh, they had to pump.
That, and plus, I used to watch those movies that I shouldn't have been watching, like Return of the Nerds and Revenge of the Nerds and all the Porkies and all. Yeah. And they used to talk about this thing called the Spanish Fly. I
thought that was that Bill Cosby stuff.
I think all of that was the same, but I remember people, like in those movies, they would talk about that in terms of.
Oh, so they had dick pills back then?
Yeah. Well, I think that was supposed to be used overall. Like, I think that was like I don't want to say the date R word thing. Plus, they would take it.
Grape.
Yeah. Grape, R word, whatever. YouTube is crazy. They don't let you say either one. I mean, the real word. But that, and I think they would take it to like enhance themselves.
But that seems like it's the opposite though.
What do you mean?
Like for a dude, you need something that's gonna pump.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is the generic name they used to say the stuff.
I mean, weren't they doing the gas station pills back then too? I don't know. I was too young.
You can buy gym hats at the gas station in the bathroom. Did they sell condoms in the bathroom for women?
No.
Oh, they did.
Well, not yeah. I don't use public bathrooms, but I haven't.
Quarter in the machine, and then turn the knob, and then give you a condom.
Last time I went to a restroom that would have, no, and that was years ago. So I don't know if they do it now because people are more progressive.
Somebody inboxed and said Tay never used condoms. So that's why she don't know.
Oh no, do not put that out there. No. That is not true at all. Because I have been on this podcast and said many times, condoms make sex better. Right.
That's straight.
Well, for me, it makes it last longer. So I'm just saying.
To our listening audience,
better for me. Y'all last longer when y'all have condoms. So for me, it's better.
Selfish.
Yeah. I'm not gonna deny it.
Just selfish. Yeah. Nah, but I never found my dad's. My dad was old though. My dad was 43 when I was born.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, his ass probably would use no condoms, but he found mine though.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
Embarrassing, because like when you have kids and you old, you don't really know how to talk. You know what I mean? So he was like, "What you doing with these dick rubbers?" And I threw my cousin under the bus. My cousin Carol, shout out to Carol. So
oh Lord!
I said Carol gave it to me.
See.
That's when you walk around with the rubber in your wallet.
Okay.
Then you find out that that's not the thing that you should be doing.
What should you be doing?
I mean, you're not supposed to keep it in your wallet because, in your wallet, the heat.
Oh, okay. From, I get that.
Being close to your body or whatever, it's going to make the material deteriorate or something.
Yeah. Like that. Yeah. Okay. I can understand that.
Plus, you walk around with your wallet, you ain't doing nothing. You just, which I wasn't doing nothing. not like that. You know what I mean? So then when I finally, I don't tell too much about this. It's only so much that we can educate people about with the podcast, but definitely wrap it before you tap it.
Yes, please.
Unless you find it, you want to give it to me.
Oh, gosh.
So let me ask you this.
Uh-huh.
We got this relationship podcast.
Yes.
I started calling it a relationship podcast, not a sex podcast.
Okay.
I'm trying to expand our horizons. Do you think, and there's a multitude of relationship podcasts, right?
Right.
Do you think that people have started to look at relationships differently because of these podcasts? I mean, I know we both said, we hate the gender wars and all that, but do you think that these type of podcasts are really helping people do better when it comes to relationships?
No. For the most part, no. There are some that I would say give people the real deal on what relationships should or could be, but the majority of the clips I see, and no. I think they give people unrealistic expectations, like the whole conversation about where should people go on a first date. You go where you want to go. And it's a date. If the two of you enjoy each other and you say it's a date, it's a date. It doesn't matter whether it's taking a walk or going to Ruth's Chris. It's whatever.
People definitely, I think, just say shit for engagement, though.
Right.
And I don't think we do that. I mean, I'm really just silly in real life. And Tay normally just laughs and shakes her head at me in real life. So I don't really say anything just to be what's the word I'm looking for? Controversial, or to get likes or get engagement. What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
I think the type of conversations that Tay and I have, I'm not just patting ourselves on our back, but I think the type of conversations that we have that's real, where you have a perspective from a man and a woman, those are the conversations that are really going to help people because, we call the show Conversate After Dark. And I know these educated Negroes don't like the word conversate, but Conversate stands for communicate, converse, and relate. And because of that, once you talk to somebody, it's not just talking to get your point across. Like Tay and I don't really debate. There's times where we, kind of disagree on different things, right? But for the most part, we're sharing our perspective from our gender. And by listening to a woman say, okay, now this is how I look at it, or this is, my experience or how it makes me feel. Hopefully, if you got any sense as a man, you can say, okay, well, now I understand when I'm in my relationships, how to approach something or how to respond. Right. Sometimes when somebody talks, the first thing you want to do is just respond and not really listen and hear.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't really talk to people like that. You ever been in a discussion with somebody like that?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
As soon as you say something, I may be trying to get my point across, and then I'm on point A and I need to get to point D, but now I got to defend point A.
Right.
So we just arguing this nonsense, and then it just becomes, just ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't deal with people like that. I told them going in circles. I don't like circles. So if I feel like a conversation is going in circles, I'll end it, and whatever happens, happens.
You don't play no games then, huh?
No, it's just that I'm the type of person who I can, if you can explain your point, I usually can see where everybody's coming from. But if you're closed-minded and you don't even want to try to see where I'm coming from, then we're just going in circles, and we're just going to be saying the same thing over and over again with no resolution involved. So it's like, what's the point?
Are you an agree to disagree type person?
I am.
But what's the fun in that? You don't get no resolution. Nothing really.
No,
changes.
You may not get a resolution, but if you can see where each other is coming from, you may be able to compromise.
Yeah, but do women really compromise though?
Do people compromise?
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is why I say that. So when I first got married, I'm divorced. For people who watch the show, but our new listeners, I'm divorced. When I first got married, a lot of people was like, just remember, happy wife, happy life. And whenever they said it, I was like, man, that sounds like some bullshit. Why I got to be unhappy just to stay married,
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of like either I just concede all the time, or we just say, fuck it. Ain't nothing gonna change. That's how you feel. That's how I feel. And honestly, in my marriage, that's how I really went. And you never really get any closure. And you never really can progress and like improve your relationship.
I
So
agree.
for me, I just ended up when it's like that agree, disagree. It was more so just like I'm still resentful.
Okay.
And now I got to be with you, and I got to tolerate. It depends on to the degree of what you're doing that annoys me. If it's something that's very, very annoying, I don't know, man. I can't just tolerate that. Somebody gonna have to change.
I mean, if it's something, if it leads to a point where a decision has to be made or something has to be, if we have to come together on something, then yes, compromises have to be made. But outside of that, if it's a matter of opinion, yes, agree to disagree. And I got that way because of believe it or not, my college boyfriend, because he loved to argue, and he was the type that
argue or debate.
He called it a debate, but I didn't like it at all. So it usually ended up in an argument. And it ended up in an argument because he couldn't deal with me not agreeing with him.
Yeah,
even if I could see his point,
those type of people.
If I didn't agree with him.
Yeah. So
especially if it's come to something that's a matter of an opinion. I don't have to agree with you.
Nah, because who wants that?
Exactly. So that's why I'm going to agree to disagree. We don't have to agree with each other.
You don't have to agree with me, but when we in front of people, you better agree with me.
I agree. Well, yeah, because I'm all about united front.
You know what I'm saying?
Depending on what we're doing.
Do not. hey, listen. Keep your mouth shut, or you better shoot me a text message to be like, "Hey, you bugging."
Yeah.
But in front of other people, you better not say nothing against me, and vice versa.
Right. It was this married couple. They were on the podcast, and the husband for years had been saying this one storyline about their marriage and where they had been. I'll say it for context. He had lost his job, and so in his mind, he was the one getting the kids up every day, cooking every day, and all this stuff. Blah blah blah. His wife let him cook, but on this one time, the person interviewing them asked her specifically, "So how did you feel when blah 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 blah?" And that's what she said. Yeah, he wasn't cooking all like he keeps saying. Her point was, "I'm gonna let you cook," but this time the person asked her specifically, so it was like, okay, well now I gotta say what's real.
You gotta go with the lie. You gotta go with the lie. You gotta go with the lie. That's the same thing I tell my boys. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just like egregious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rock with you.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. That's friendship right there. Yeah. I'm gonna go with your lie. You know what I'm saying? You like, yeah, man. You remember, man? Like 4 motherfuckers jumped out on me and shit, and I hit one with a left, and I did this, that, and the other. You're like, yeah, you did. Then we guys like, you know, that's a lie, right? But we in front of everybody, especially for the women. You better not. Nope. She's wrong.
I guess. Well, I mean, he took it in stride. He was like, okay. I mean, he was like, in my mind, I thought I was doing stuff, but not that he wasn't doing anything, but it wasn't to the degree that he said. But I mean, he took it in stride.
But I think sometimes, though, that just speaks to like perspective too, though, because his effort probably, that's what his mind showed. Like, I'm putting in a lot of effort because he wasn't doing that before.
Right. And to her point.
Like this. I mean, let me say this. Mm-hmm. So it's like this. It's like you lived with somebody before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a lot of women say, like, you live in the house and you're like, man, I got to clean this house. I got to do a deep clean. And I remember one time my ex-wife was like, man, I got to clean this house, man. I got to get it together. I said, no, just chill out and relax. I'll do it. I'll clean the house. And she said, nah, it ain't the same. And I posted it on my social media because it was funny to me, right? And a lot of women was like, nah, because you men don't clean like we do. It ain't the same. So I think it's like, and in my mind, I'm like, dude, I'll be cleaning the house. What you talking about? I ain't no nasty dude. But they just like, nah, y'all don't be getting the baseboards. Y'all don't be getting it like we do. That's why I think it's that type of situation.
Maybe. Now, too, like what I was going to say was to her point. She said he did step up. Okay. So she wasn't saying like he didn't do anything. It was just he wasn't doing everything like he was saying.
Okay. So he was exaggerating.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay. All right. But I think you really have to, though, as a man, though, like if you use a job, you do have to kind of make yourself useful in a way.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You got to make yourself useful in a way.
Whoever's at home needs to be the at-home person. That's how I feel. I mean, because I feel like if you're not in a stay-at-home situation, this person is not going to be there forever. But while you're there, the person who is staying home needs to take care of the home like they're at home. I don't want to put a gender on it
because I gotta find a job though.
Yeah, and nobody's saying that you can't still look for a job, but I've been out of work before too. Looking for work does not take 24 hours in a day.
That's a terrible position to be in as a man.
I'm sure.
It really is, man. You ever been fired from a job?
Yes.
Okay. I was the only one.
Nope, I've been fired twice, and the first time
was ever a funny situation.
Never, nothing funny, but I guess the job that I had was funny for my personality.
Okay.
It was a telemarketing job. And I got fired because this one day I just didn't want to talk to anybody. And somebody in the office told them, no, I just didn't call anybody that day. And somebody in the office told on me because the boss wasn't there that day. So that's why I was just.
Why you just didn't go home?
It wasn't that type of job. It was an hourly job. So if I went home, I wouldn't have got paid.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
I got fired. My first time getting fired, I worked at a bowling alley.
Okay.
And I was supposed to open up on Saturday morning. And this is back when we was in college. So I worked at the bowling alley in college. So it was like an arcade and bowling alley and pool hall and everything. It was like underneath our student union. And me and the lady that ran it, we did not get along. You can guess her. You can guess, how she looks, right? And we didn't get along because I was on some bullshit. I was doing stuff that was fireable, right?
Okay.
I was doing stuff that was fireable. And she knew it, but she couldn't prove it. So it was a Saturday. I was supposed to be opening up. And I'm in my dorm room with my roommate. We watched the X-Men.
Oh, Lord.
That's how about, this is like, what, 98, 99? So we watched the X-Men, and I'm like, damn, I think I'm supposed to be at work. So I'm calling the job. Nobody's answering. Because I'm supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Open it up. So, I go in, and just like I thought, I said, all right, let me open up and shit, right? So I opened up. And there was a paper timesheet, and then you had to log on to the actual cash register. Somebody wanted to come and, buy a soda or candy or whatever, right? So the assistant manager came in, and I was like, bro, man, I'm about to get in trouble, man. I came in late. I was like 3 hours late. And he was like, man, just put down you came in on time. And I was like, she gonna know.
Yeah.
She gonna look at the register. He said, man, she ain't looking at that. Don't worry about it. He's a black dude too.
Oh, gosh.
Chris, I ain't gonna say your last name, but you got me fired. I never saw him again. So I said, you sure? He was like, man, she ain't looking at that. She looked at it.
I'm sure.
So it was right before Christmas break, and she was calling me. She was calling the crib, and I was like, I ain't answering. I was supposed to go in another day and close. So I was like, I'm gonna get at least one more, a couple more hours in. She waited till like 9 o'clock. I supposed to came in. She was like, Marvin, he talked to you. I was like, oh, shit, here we go. She was like, yeah, you put down that you came in on time, but you didn't. We looked at the register. I didn't even say nothing because she was right.
Yeah.
And I could have been like, Chris told me to do it. And I was like, I ain't gonna do it. But she still gave me my Christmas gift. She's like, here's your Christmas gift. I said,
that was
bitch,
something.
I don't want this shit. But I was
It was your fault.
Yeah, but I got fired. I got fired on some racist shit as a grown man. And thankfully, my wife at the time, because like it really hit me not being able to provide for my wife and kids. And to her credit, she was like, look, man, you ain't never not provided for us.
Yeah.
Take your time, relax, find a job you want. Because she knew me. I'd have been at McDonald's, just to say I was doing something. She's like, nah, find something that you want, man. And I'm appreciative of that.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a lot of women to be like, if you can't provide, you got the clock's ticking.
Unfortunately.
You up out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You like that?
No. No.
How long you got?
Ooh. It depends.
Okay.
Because I've been in that situation before.
All right. Now today's job market hard as shit. So you can Normally, I think about 3 months. It take about 3 months.
Let me explain what I mean about it depends.
Yeah.
I need to see some hustle. Again, because I've been in this situation before.
What type of hustle? You want him driving Lyft?
No. I need to know he's actually actively looking. And I don't want to.
He got to forge you.
No. And I don't want to hear any excuses on why this isn't working and why stupid excuses, I should say. Excuses that you can avoid. Again, I've been in this situation before, so I'm speaking from experience.
They run a tight program.
No, actually, no. I gave a lot of leeway until I realized, hold up, my friend over here lost his job. Same time my dude lost his job.
Also, this is the situation.
I just said, I've been in this situation. I know what I'm talking about.
I thought you were saying that you the one that lost the job.
No. I've been the woman.
Oh, yes. That's why I was like, that's the situation. I thought it was you the one that lost.
No.
Okay.
I could see the hustle was different from my friend looking for a job and my dude looking for a job at the exact same time.
That's not all the way fair.
No.
Because they may be in different industries. They may be in different industries.
The industry has nothing to do with your hustle.
It doesn't.
No.
Some industries are harder to get your foot in the door.
But your hustle needs to be on point. I'm not saying you got to go out and you got to get the first job that you interview for. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you got to be looking.
So give your ex a name. His name, we're gonna say his name is Chris.
Okay.
And your friend's name was what?
I don't want to say that either because it'll put the timeline. John.
All right, Chris and John. I was gonna say John too. So did you go to Chris and say, John got a job? What the hell your problem?
Actually, John, it took John a long time to get a job. Again, it was his hustle I saw. And I know I never compared him to in his face. I never compared him to my friend. It was just and eventually he got one, but it was the hustle. It was the hustle behind it. He wasn't trying hard enough to me. And it was one like thing he could have done, and he didn't do it because the internet on his phone wasn't working. And again, I'm looking at the hustle from somebody who didn't have access to internet and was still making it work to somebody who say my phone wasn't working. It's things you can do. I'm sorry. I come from, since you want to put it in genders, I come from my father who was like, you gotta hustle. Yeah. I mean, he didn't use those words, but you work ethic. My father told me work ethic.
Yeah. And
if you got to do that. So yeah, so I can stay with a guy who is trying.
Did you quit him?
Not then.
You wait till he got on his feet and you quit him.
Actually, that was the second time he lost his job. The first time I actually did leave him because he was playing around.
Wait, hold on.
Again, that's what I'm saying. I didn't leave him.
I don't get no second chances.
No, that second chance was for a totally different thing.
Oh, second chance in the sack.
Yes.
Oh, totally different thing. Hey, look, you could be unemployed if you can put it down.
I'm not a hard ass when it comes to being in a relationship. I give a lot of grace, a lot of freedom, and probably too much, which is why I'm saying I know what I'm talking about. It depends on the hustle. I'm not going to go through that again with somebody who's not hustling.
Why was he getting fired?
Different reasons.
That matters too.
It does. It does.
Because I always reference my ex-wife because it's really the longest relationship I ever had. She got fired one time and it was on some bullshit. I know white folks because I grew up, around them, and I know how they could be on some fuck shit.
Mm-hmm.
And she had got a job, and she came home, and she was like, "Oh man, they funny. They be at work cussing and being all inappropriate and stuff." And I was like, "You think that's cool until they turn that shit on you, Miss Black woman?" She's like, "No, they ain't gonna do that." What happened? Something happened, man, where she had to go somewhere to drop something off and come back, and it was a total misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
And they flipped the fuck out on her, cussed her out, and fired her.
Oh,
and I was like, And you know, normally I missed out. I told you so. That don't really go over well
in relationships.
that don't go over well when somebody just got fired. You know what I'm saying? So I let her make it. You know, I let her make it. But to her credit, she was a hustler though.
Yeah.
She was like, shit, I'm already applying and I'm gonna find something. So I really didn't sweat it. But were she to be constantly getting fired, like I have a friend, leave the gender out of it, but I have a friend, they always are getting let go from a job. They always have beef with their coworkers.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's one common denominator here.
Yeah.
And it's you.
Yeah.
And if that's the case, nah, I can't. Oh, no. Because I think some people just don't want to work.
True. Which is, again, brings us back to my point. I can stick around if I see hustle. If
what
I
if you
don't,
had food stamps and unemployment, you let them make it?
No, because it again, I need to see some hustle behind that because I don't want to.
Yeah, food stamps.
No.
What?
And oh Lord, and that's right. You bringing all this stuff back to my memory, and I hope you don't watch. He don't really watch anymore, so this is crazy.
Oh, well, yeah.
But he
ain't gonna watch. He gonna watch ever again after he see this.
He was too proud to go to get unemployment and to apply for food stamps. When I'm sure he probably at that time, because this is long before the administration we're in now, he was too proud to do that. So yeah,
first thing I'm doing,
right, exactly.
First thing I'm doing, give me some unemployment and some food stamps.
So again, I can stick around, but I have to see what the benefit. Now, I don't want to say benefit because that seems negative to me. But
you're gonna see what type of man he is.
Yeah,
how he handles that.
I mean, I've watched my father get fired and hustle, find himself another job.
What if I told you that? As a man who is unemployed, you actually can get more women. Would you believe me if I told you that?
I've heard that.
I got fired from a job and I told my best friend and he said, "Oh, you about to get all hoes." I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, you are." And I was like, "No, I ain't working." He was like, "Watch. Tay, when I tell you 5 out of 7 days of the week,
yeah,
I had multiple women trying to lay up with me, trying to go out, and I was like, "What you mean go out? I'm on food stamps and unemployment," and they was like, "So, like, I'll cover it." And you know me, Tay and I, friends, right? Never done anything, never, that's not even been an equation. But me and Tay go out. Tay, no, I'm not letting her reach into her pocket to pay for anything. That's the type of man I am. So if I don't have it to give, we ain't going out. They was like, no, I got it.
But
I got it.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Were they taking you out because you were unemployed, or were they taking you out because before you were unemployed, they knew what kind of guy you were?
I think that's what it was.
Yeah, so it wasn't just the fact that you were unemployed.
That's what it was. But I figured that me not having a job would make me just like, nah, come back when you get a job.
Yeah, because again, with my ex, we go out, we have a good time. I'm not going to stop my fun just because you out of work. So yes, I had no problem in the beginning.
When I started working, they all dropped me.
Oh Lord, I don't have
an
answer for that one.
For real. And then so I talked about my friend and said, because you had time, you were available.
Well, yeah, that's
and
true.
You're not no bum. They know you're not a bum, right? You still a good dude. You just in between jobs.
Yeah.
So they was like, he's fun to hang around with. I could cover it. And man, I needed a job, man. I was getting tired.
Oh Lord, I don't even want to know where that was going.
That was a lot of work.
I'm sure.
Because but so everybody think I'm just some dirtbag out here. I think we've kind of alluded to it, or have we just been flat out about ethical economic?
Oh no, I think at this time people should, who if they watch with any regularity, they probably know.
Okay, so Tay and I have both dibbled and dabbled in ethical non-monogamy, and I think it's different for different people. Some people say open relationships. Some people say swinging. What's the other thing they say? Open relationship, swinging.
polyamory. There's different forms.
However you label
it. Yeah.
Right. But I think, and this is my question for you. Do you think men and women approach ethical non-monogamy in different ways?
I do.
So let me ask you this.
Okay.
How do you think men approach it?
I think in the beginning, I don't want to say all men. I don't want to even say all men who live the ethical non-monogamy lifestyle. But I think in the beginning, a lot of men just look at how much sex they're going to get. Yeah.
Yeah. You absolutely right.
Right.
You absolutely.
Yeah.
Because once I got the ability, like, oh, I can do this. I'm like, oh, shit, I'm gonna get out hoes. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a reality check that it don't really work like that.
No, it doesn't.
It don't work like that. Because when I first got out there like that, you know, I would approach different women, and they was either three things.
Mm-hmm.
They would think, number one, you lying.
Yeah.
You just lying. You just cheating, right? Number two, they thought you was like gay.
Okay.
Or like weird, like, you know,
mm-hmm.
I say weird. Like you down with your girl with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? They kind of would like judge you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or number three, they think your dick don't work. I'm just telling you.
No, I get that. I get that.
They dick don't work. So you got to get over that. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest with you. It was low key easier when I was just a damn cheater.
Yeah, I know. I remember because my ex had permission as long as I knew about it first. Okay. And there were many times where before he told the other woman that I knew, where they were down, mm-hmm. and then once they found out that I was cool with it, all of a sudden
I've been there before.
They didn't want to do it anymore. That's weird to me.
I've been there. It's real though. It's real. Yeah, like they down. And I didn't know if it was like one of those things where it's like I'm getting over on her, mm-hmm. I'm getting over another woman, or if it's the excitement of knowing like I'm doing something I'm not supposed to be doing. But if it's just like, I don't want to be part of that shit now.
Yeah.
Like I've actually had that conversation with folks.
Right. Yeah, it's weird. I guess because of my stance on being honest and being transparent and open and stuff, I don't understand that mentality.
He should have just lied and said he was cheating.
I mean, I guess that would have made it easier for them.
Yeah, he should have just lied and said, I mean, he told you, right? That they ain't got to know that you know.
That's true. That's true.
He should have called me first.
Oh Lord. But I think the majority.
Chris.
How you know I didn't say it was the same guy?
Chris was the example of that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say it was the same ex. But anyway.
No, because you definitely can't be out here open and swinging if you ain't got no job, dog. You gotta have a job. You gotta have a job and you're gonna be able to fuck other women and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no job. Your hall pass is revoked. Is that true?
Yeah.
And that's not
because that's priorities.
That's not even unreasonable.
No, it's not. Your priorities gotta be intact. But I think for a lot of women, well, let me say this. I think the stereotype is that a lot of women are in it because they're trying to please their man.
I can see that. But
that's not always the case. Sometimes it is. I've seen that happen, but that's not always the case.
And that's not cool.
No, it's not.
Be honest with yourself.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, which is why I don't think...
That's like damn near abuse.
It is, which is why I don't think a lot of women... I would say when a lot of women who are doing it for their guy go into it, they wind up realizing this ain't the life for me. But I think a lot of them know that in the first place.
A lot of dudes do too.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
You know, those things like, oh yeah, I could do it. Then she come home late from a date, right? She all G'd up and everything. You know, she got a little pep in it. You know, y'all got a little pep in yourself when a dude that made y'all happy. And you just sitting there. And you
people call it a glow.
You know, or you in the other room and he called and she in there kicking and you go like, man, motherfucker ain't that goddamn funny. You know? He ain't that damn funny. What you over there laughing about?
Oh Lord.
Go in the garage and talk.
Oh gosh.
But I mean, so yes, I do agree that some women disagree to it because they want to keep a man.
Mm-hmm.
But for those who are about it, what do you think their mindset is?
I think a lot of them, I mean, for some, it's the same as men. You know, they say it's nothing like pussy but some new pussy. It's the same way with I know I don't like saying that word,
what?
but it's the same way with dick sometimes. I don't like saying that word either.
Yeah, we get live in effects and get real.
Stop it. You know, sometimes you want something a little different, something a little new. So there are some women who go that route. Then if you go the polyamory route, there are a lot of women who want different parts of them fulfilled by different people. Because you know, one person is not going to be able to fulfill you 100%. Like all your interests and all that stuff. So a lot of women will come into polyamory because they're saying, well, I can get this guy. We vibe off of this one. Or this guy, now we vibe off of movies. This guy, now we vibe off of, you know, whatever it is.
So. What was your approach?
I was the first woman.
What, you just was doing it for him?
No. Oh, but maybe the second woman then. I'm talking about in the scenario of women who go in it willingly. The first one I said.
The poly?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
I'm shocked.
I mean, and it wasn't, again, another misconception is people think something's wrong at home. There wasn't nothing wrong at home.
Yeah.
I'm greedy. Yeah. At least back in the day, I was greedy. So
I do got to wear a condom.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was about to test you. You know what I'm saying? I was about to give you that test. You know, you better, because there's rules. Well, hold on. Rules. Yeah, there's some rules.
Well, rules are dependent on the people involved.
There's rules and boundaries.
Yes.
Like there's some shit that's just like hard. No.
But it's still dependent on the people that's in it. Okay.
Me, none of my family members.
Okay.
None of my frat brothers.
Mm-hmm. That's a lot of people, though. I'm just saying, because if you're talking about
my family is big, motherfucker, but you better find somebody.
No, I'm not talking about your family. I'm talking about in the fraternity.
Yeah, no, you can't mess with nobody in the frat. No. Here's the thing.
But you don't know everybody in your fraternity.
They know me.
Okay.
You know, they know me. And if y'all in the same city, right? If y'all in the same city, the circle ain't that big.
Right. That's true.
And the last thing I want to be, and you shouldn't want to put me in a situation where like I'm at an event and old boy looking at me and I look like, you know, like, unless I'm in on it, like, oh, what's up, bro? You know, but the way I approach it, I don't want to know.
Okay.
If I want to know, you tell me the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't need to know. Like, I need to know like where I need to look to find you at, in case this motherfucker put you in the trunk or something like that, you know. But
okay.
Nah, you shouldn't, and I wouldn't want to do that to you.
I get it.
You be at a sorority meeting and then, you know, she kind of like snickering at you or whatever. That ain't
cool. Hopefully that wouldn't happen, because again, it ain't go well with the relationship I had. It wasn't going to happen unless I knew anyway. And he had been with somebody who was in my sorority. I hate that I said I was in one. It's all good, but true. But yeah. So, and that didn't bother me.
Damn.
Because again, there are 50 million of us.
Remind me to bring that back up off air. I ain't gonna say what I want to say on air.
You don't know this one. I'm pretty sure you don't.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I was gonna make a comment about your sorority.
Don't be disrespectful.
It wasn't gonna be. That's why I ain't gonna say it.
Okay.
I always talk to it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think for me, my perspective it was the 80-20 rule.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I get 80% from her, but that 20 is so loud.
Okay.
So if I could just get somebody to give me that 20, it'd be all good.
Yeah, I get that.
It'd be all good. And like I said, when I first, started into that life, it wasn't easy. I thought it was gonna be like, oh shit, I'm finna be out here wilding out. Nope. It wasn't. And then you realize that there's a lot of women who said they're down with it, but they're not really down.
Right.
A lot of times, from my experience, there's a lot of women who lied to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that, whatever. Then, nope, they ain't cool with it.
True.
And I have learned throughout my experience when to recognize that. Because the ones that are really down with it, they got other shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily other dudes, but just other things in life. Because there's a lot of women, I mean, we're talking about ethical non-monogamy. There's a lot of women that prefer to be the side chick.
Okay.
You'll see them on social media.
Yeah.
They'll say, they'll be like, I don't want to take you to your doctor. I don't want to cook for you. I don't want to hear about your problems, that type of shit. I want to go out, have fun, kick it, and then send you home to her.
Yeah.
I can respect that.
True.
Be honest with your shit.
Yeah.
I
mean, yeah.
Like, I don't need to be your emergency contact. You better call her. One time I was out of town.
Mm-hmm.
It was ethical non-monogamy, but I was out of town. And you ever had vertigo?
No.
That shit is terrible. Out of town, I'm talking about like 3-hour plane ride.
Mm-hmm.
And got some vertigo. That's how you say it. I had some vertigo, right? And it was scary. So I had to go to the ER.
Mm-hmm.
So then I had to call. Hey, I'm about to go to the ER. And I'm like, okay. So then when I got home, I was like, you ain't feeling it? Like, nah, I figure you was with her. She gonna take care of you. I was like, damn, this is some really crazy shit right here.
I mean, but no, go ahead.
What was bad about it though, I was ethical, but the person I with wasn't.
Oh, okay. So she couldn't.
No, she did, but she had to like, hey, look, hurry up and fix them, so because I gotta go home.
Wow, yeah, that's crazy. Well, you know my stance. I can't. I don't do the one night stand. So whoever I'm with, it got to be somebody I know. So
I can't.
No, not. Well, we've talked about this. Not the traditional one where I meet you the same day and then never see you again. No, I've never done that. I don't like strangers. I keep saying that. I don't like strangers. But so my point in saying that is that I couldn't be having time with somebody and they have a medical emergency, and my thing is call your wife. I mean, I will call whoever. I would show concern because the person I am, I would be concerned.
Well, she did.
Okay,
but I was scared. So I was like, damn, I got to call this girl just in case, shit pop up. And it was kind of embarrassing because like we was just brand new into it. And when you brand new into it, you still trying to figure it out.
True.
And that's why I said like rules versus boundaries.
Yeah.
Like you could have like hardcore rules, but then you realize like there's some stuff that let's talk about it first.
Yeah. And again, that your rules and your boundaries are determined by the people in the relationship because everybody's rules and boundaries are not the same.
What was one of your rules?
Well, the fact that I needed to know who. Because I don't want a situation where some woman can come up to me and say, I've been with your dude and I don't know nothing about it.
Did you have veto power?
Yes.
Damn.
But it was the same on the other end too.
Well, so what would cause for somebody to get vetoed? Would it be how she looked, or if you knew her, or what would make you say no?
I don't know because we never ran into a situation where I felt like I needed to say no.
He had to show you like pictures and give you names.
No, because if it wasn't a group activity, how she looked didn't matter to me. So I mean that's on him. But I don't
well, he
know.
Just had to say like, hey, I'm messing with Mary Lou.
Yeah.
Why did I say Mary Lou? That's my favorite auntie's name. I'm messing with Susie Q, and this is how I met her. You cool with it?
I mean, I would probably want more details than that, but that's pretty much it. And what's going to happen.
I don't want no shit.
Because again, I don't want to. And actually, our whole relationship started out because with him saying, I'm not going to lie, because if somebody sees me out with somebody, I don't want them, somebody else to be able to come to me and say, I saw this person, we're going to say Chris. I saw Chris out with so-and-so, and I don't know.
But your people still not going to understand. They're still going to think he's
No. I get that. But if I know he's out and somebody comes to me and says, I saw Chris out, then it's not going to be shocking to me because I already know.
Okay. So before this podcast, did your family know?
No. I do have one cousin who knew. But other than her, nobody else.
Did she approve or disapprove?
Oh,
because my boys, before you answer, my boys, when I told them, they was like, I don't like that. And I said, it ain't for you to like, motherfucker. And they was like, I guess you're right. I said, it ain't for you to like.
I'm trying to figure out how my cousin found out, because I know I didn't actually tell her. I think she was probably snooping at my stuff. She was younger than me.
She saw Chris with somebody.
No. She was younger than me. So at this time, she would have been in her early 20s. I'm trying to figure out how she knew, because she's not somebody I would have confided in about that.
Okay.
But she found out, and her thing was, give me the info. I want to be there. I'm like, she...
Hey,
yeah, so
corrupting the young cousin.
I tried as hard as I could to act like I forgot she said anything, like lead her astray. She wilder than me. So
one of my girl cousins was asking me about it. I gave her your number, remember?
Yeah, I know.
I was like, contact. I don't want to talk about this.
And I mean, if I was still in the lifestyle,
but she older than me though. But she
right, I get it. If I was still in the life, they're older, they're all ages. If I was still in the lifestyle, I could have been able to help her out. But I don't have the contacts that I used to.
Yeah, she in love now, so it's all good.
Okay.
She in love with a good Christian man.
Okay.
So she ain't doing all that stuff no more. Okay. But I don't even think she really did it.
Mm-hmm.
She just was curious about it.
Yeah.
She was just curious. Yeah, no, my boys was totally against it. They was like, no, I don't like that shit, dude. You need to just be regular.
But again, I mean, that's what I always say. When it comes to life, when it comes to relationships, you can't live pleasing other people. It's your life. If the only person you're going to hurt is you, that's what I'm saying. Unless it hurts somebody then it's really not up to them. And what's regular for them may not be regular for you.
So... you still not in a relationship, right?
Right.
Okay. You getting close to healed?
It's not even about being healed. I just have no desire right now.
What, you about to get cats or some shit?
I do want a pet. Either cat or dog, I don't care. But no. And I can have that with a relationship. So what does it matter? I had a cat while I was in a relationship. Matter of fact, one of my exes told me.
Women get old.
I get it.
You come with the cat lady.
I get it. One of my exes bought me a cat. I used to have a cat, so no. I love animals, but no.
So, okay.
It's just right now.
I ain't gonna tell you your age, but I'm pushing 50, right? At that age range, is that lifestyle behind you?
I don't know yet. I don't know. It's not as enticing to me as it was, but who knows? I don't know.
What changed?
Nothing really changed. I've just been away from it for so long. So.
Yeah, but you're talking about a lot more than what I'm talking about.
Well, for me,
I'm just talking about the ethical non-monogamy. You've done a lot more.
But all of that's for me and most of the people who are in different lifestyles, all of that's included.
No, because I ain't.
No, you just have people who are in different degrees.
Listen.
I'm not saying you.
I know what you're saying, but I'm talking about for me.
I get it.
I don't need you to see you taking nobody's dick. Like, nah, girl.
Gosh.
No, because if you make a wrong noise, then everybody got to die. Everybody got to die. But you said it was cool.
This isn't funny, but I did see a podcast recently. It was a clip of this guy.
And I'm just joking, y'all. Domestic violence isn't funny.
Yeah, of this guy, because a lot of times men think they can take it until they get into the situation. So it was this guy, and this part is not funny because I think he did some domestic violence stuff. But he and his wife were in the situation, and the guy was giving her the business, and he felt like she was, I guess, moaning, screaming.
Somebody said that. He said all he did was he had to hold her hand.
No. This is different.
I saw a different situation.
Yeah. No, this one they left, and I do believe that some domestic violence stuff happened right after, but years later they're still together, and they just never ventured into that thing before. But
that happens. You just said it, but I wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
But friend of a friend brought somebody to a play party, right? And said, "Hey, want you do your thing." She did a thing with one of his boys.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So he didn't put a limitation on it.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, I don't know, what discussion they had, whatever. I wasn't there. I didn't saw this, third party. But they started doing their thing. He didn't jump on her, but then he got his keys, stormed out, and left her. So then the people at the spot had to make sure she got home.
Yeah.
And all that. Hey, man, that shit ain't cool.
That should be a rule, I think, for everybody. No friends, no family. I feel like that should be a rule for everybody because of stuff like that.
Okay, so that leads me to
unless the friends that you have are friends that's also in the life and y'all have an understanding. But close friends and family, off limits.
I got my limits. So that leads me to the would you or wouldn't you?
Okay.
Would you or wouldn't you? You at the swinger spot and you see one of your cousins there.
This happened.
Are you going to stay or are you going to leave?
Again, been in that situation. We just stayed on different sides of the house.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I'm about to say. That's what guy and girl.
It's the same cousin I was talking about, so it's female.
That don't.
Look, this is no.
Okay. Let me
finish my statement. This was one of my, this was my girl. Like, I changed her diapers. Like, I babysat her. So that's one of the reasons why I did not want to give her information on it. So I don't want to. I don't have
my
that.
I'm like, you gonna get the fuck no. What you doing here? And you can be like, what you doing here? I'm grown. You not. Get your ass.
Again, I said she wilder than me, so me saying that's was not gonna get her to leave.
Okay, so let's make it more juicy.
Okay.
Male relative.
I might leave because I don't want any of my male cousins seeing me like that. Yeah, I would probably leave. Have your fun. I'll go. Because I'm not pressed to be in those situations like where I need to stay. I'll go, and I don't want to see one of my male cousins in that. I don't want to see my female cousin in that situation. I don't want to see it. But my male cousin being in the same vicinity, you stay. I'll leave.
So look, I come from what they call it, patriarchal family. If I walk up in there and one of my girl cousins there, I'd be like, you get your shit and go.
Oh gosh.
I'm about to ask for fun. That comes with protection. You what they say, like your male cousin, you're supposed to call your male cousin like, hey, I'm going through this and all that. What comes with that is when I say you to fucking do something, you do it. You get your ass up out of here.
I don't know about that.
If your male cousin say, hey, listen, we ain't doing that, you gonna listen to him?
Depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. Like I'll say, I have a cousin who I think he still does, who used to host parties in the area. Okay. And this was years ago. I went to one and I had a little too much to drink. And I think he felt something from one of his friends in the situation. So it was like, you gonna stay next to me till we leave. And it was closing time anyway. So in that type of situation, yes, because I understand, I could see what was going on. I can understand. Yes, I welcome the protection of my older cousins, especially because they still look at me like I'm a child. So, but in the other situation, no, nobody has control over my body except for me.
Shit. Good thing you ain't in my family. I was listen. I was up here with my cousin from up here, and we was going somewhere, and she got lost, and I fussed at her, and I was on the phone with my cousin from my dad's side, so she's my mom's side, and I fussed at her, and I had my other cousin on speaker, if I'm making it clear, and she said, "Girl, he be talking to you like that too?" And I'm like, "Yeah, motherfucker, I talk to you like that too. Shit, you gonna do what I say." Because my thing is this: if something happens and we out and about or whatever, and if something happens to you, I got to answer to all the other men in the family. What the hell was you doing?
I get that, and maybe that's the difference.
So because I had that responsibility, you gonna do what I goddamn say.
Okay.
Now I don't feel the need to boss grown people. I don't really want that responsibility. I just want to live my life, and hopefully that you can be responsible and not make me have to step in to be involved in your shit, right? But if I do, your ass better listen.
Yeah, man. I was about to say maybe that's the difference. My cousins don't talk to me like that.
It's love. It's tough love.
I don't have any cousins who give me tough love. They love me unconditionally, but none of them have ever talked to me like that.
Yeah, you ain't the one for that. I know that. Yeah, if it's me, she got to go. Now, if it's one of my dude cousins, I ain't gonna lie, we probably don't get it in.
Oh my gosh.
We probably gonna get it in, but especially one of my younger cousins, hell no. And I might call your mama.
See, that ain't right. Cause y'all both there, y'all both doing dirt.
But I'm grown.
Obviously, she is too.
I'm more grown.
Oh gosh, whatever.
Anyway, man, we gotta do this more often, Tay.
Yeah, I agree.
I gotta come up to you don't want people to know where you
live. No. Okay.
I gotta come to where Tay lives, the area where Tay lives, and it's one of my favorites.
No, I think we've said it before because I've talked about. Yeah, we've said it before, but you don't need to say it again.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite places. I said I was gonna move here.
I've heard it set up,
but it ain't. If I say what I'm gonna say, to give away what it is. It's been changing.
Yes, it has. I know. Yeah,
so I think what I was in love with may not be the same, but I think it still is.
You can find pockets of it.
Okay. All right, tell people they can find it.
You can find us at Conversate After Dark everywhere. And if you would like to be a guest on the show or you have a topic you want us to cover, you can reach us at cvadthepodcast@gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, share, subscribe, and leave us a comment.
And that's right. Go to our website, www.conversateafterdark.com. Listen to our past episodes and make sure you tell a friend. We'll holler at you next time. Peace.
Bye.